Well, we met the students at the High School for Innovation in Advertising and Media. They were presenters at a TED conference in Harlem. So we were really excited about them as a school, and we were sort of intrigued by their story. We started producing the online engagement for our new documentary, 180 Days, a year inside a American high school. So as we started producing that, we sort of came to the realization that we were not as plugged in into the young voice as we could be. And then lo and behold, we sort of remembered, there's this high school in CANARSIE in Brooklyn. What could they possibly bring to the conversation about education reform, or this conversation around why kids even drop out of high school? This sort of mission for us that we want to set for you, which is we want this film, 4 hours of it that's going to be aired in the spring next year. We want young people like yourself to want to watch this. So that's part of the larger message. We also want them to be inspired through the engagement campaign that you designed to collectively take action or collectively work together to highlight the issues and the problems that might be happening in their communities around education and their schools specifically.
Starting from the beginning, before the school was even split up into 3, it wasn't the best school. And the teen dropout rate was insane. And as is now, you see kids like in any other high school that drop out and you're just like, wow. And from when I started as a freshman, kids that I knew was just dropping like flies, and they're like, where did you go? So when we do this project, it's like, I'm not only doing it for me, and I'm not only doing it for the career motive, I'm doing it for everybody else who couldn't make it as far as I did.
All of my 17 years of being a golf screener, I was told by numerous of bad people that I wasn't going to be anything, or that I couldn't have dreams because they weren't going to come true.
It's supposed to be like this amazing school. It was a really horrible school on the inside, like really rough. Had a lot of friends who, I was actually a fighter myself for a long time. I had a lot of friends who went to juvie, who got in really serious trouble at a really young age. And by the time I reached 9th grade, I was just like, I don't care. Whatever happens, happens.
What about certain people do certain things, like Tyrus was my friend, like a good friend since the freshman year, and then he's doing crazy stuff, and you wonder why he's doing it. Everybody looks at him like he's dumb, but he has a real story behind it.
There are like a million of them around the country. What makes them just leave?
Not just talking about people dropping out, doing dropout.
Where does it start?
What is it that's making these kids come to school and act crazy? There's something going on outside.
There's always a
backstory behind it.
If I wasn't in iAM, I wouldn't even be the same person. I doubt I would even be anything like I am now. And I always tell this story, and it sounds cheesy, but it's true. Mr. Allen is my father, because as far as I'm concerned, like, he changed my life.
Moments where I feel like I can't do this. I don't want to do this. It's too much work. It's too hard. Nobody
help to the school, but we can put some things in place to help give him a better compass for which way he needs to go.
But the fact of the matter is that more than 60% of the jobs in the next decade will require more than a high school diploma. More than 60%. That's the world that we're walking into.
So the strategy that we came up with, first off, we looked at the brief and we looked at everything and the target market, we examined everything. And we came up with the best possible strategy that we all agreed on as a team that would work the best and most effectively. What we need to stick on is web presence, and I think everyone here agrees with that. If we make this a social movement that everyone wants to be a part of instead of just trying to get them to be a part of.
Yeah, I got jumped. Then police is shouting at me. The security guards are shouting at me. Now I don't feel like I want to stay in school that day.